Good morning. This is Sound of the Way. Oh, geez. Sound is the way. Sound of the Way. What does the Sound of the Way sound like? Maybe for another video. This is Sound is the Way with Ryan. And today we're going to be talking about Archangel Michael. He is a personal pal of mine. Big part of my journey. I like to share some perspective that I've gained with my interactions with the idea of Archangel Michael and perhaps the consciousness a little bit. So Michael is one of the 7 big archangels that are talked about in few religions, mostly Christianity though. There are other concepts for Michael. In the Surya Namaskar, which is the basis of all modern yoga, the sun salutation, there are 12 prayers or 12 mantras or 12 ways of looking at the divine. And that's a good place to start, I think, is that Michael is a representation of the divine that still recognizes or is recognized perhaps as a little bit different than it. So like an archangel is very close to being considered absolute or the all, in the same way that we view source or God as all, absolutely everything or absolutely nothing. Michael is perhaps one step away from that. He is so let's talk about that a little bit. So a good way to think about the archangels is, and let me pull up the archangels real quick, is actually, if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, there are a list of, I think it's 5 or 7 people that they worship. It's like the mother, the stranger, the many-faced God. There's I guess that's the stranger. There are ways to look at God that are unique. So like in the Surya Namaskars, let's go through those real quick. The first one is Om Mitreya Namaha. So one who is friendly to all. So that is the aspect of God that is friendly to all. Another one is Om Rivaye Namaha, the shining one, the radiant one. So that is the aspect of God that is radiant. So when you see that someone is like glowing about them, they are embodying that aspect of the divine. So Michael's deal is pretty cool. So Michael is the divine protector. You're going to hear a lot about Michael when you are in the police or the military. Pretty common. If you're religious, Michael's kind of the guy you're going to call on. So Michael's role is, and this is reading from a website now. It's called christianwebsite.com. There's so many. But just to help frame it, Michael is considered one of the greatest and most powerful archangels in the Abrahamic religions. He is depicted as the protector and leader of the army of God against the forces of evil. So a way to look at Michael that is, every archangel has their own specific mission, their own specific calling, their own interpretation. As we look on the divine, we see a sliver of it. And that great grand sliver, perhaps, is one of the archangels. So for Michael is great if you are feeling put down upon. Even in relationships, if your energy is waning, we could say. If you feel stuck, Michael is similar to quartz crystal. If you are familiar with crystals, quartz is great as like a catalyst. It kind of helps with everything. It is a mover of energy or of thought, power. Some other ones have specific things that are more about healing or abundance, protection. Quartz is, in my experience, largely interested in being a catalyst for whatever it is you're doing. So if you're doing something that's great in your life, you're spreading love, quartz will help you expand that as a tool. And that's kind of what Michael does, in my experience, is that he helps funnel in your vision or expand it on the thing that you need to see. So we get frequently caught up in this world of like and dislike and our ego preferences, bonding and attraction, bonding / attraction, and negation / repulsion, right, are the two twin impulses of the third dimension. We get caught up in those a lot. Michael helps you recognize what it is that you want to attract a lot. So if you're asking for clarity of purpose or vision, Michael is who you want to reach out to, because he is great about connecting you to the people that will do that for you, which is perhaps some of the other archangels. Because he's so called upon, and we've had so much we could say strife with darker forces over the past 2,000 years. He's ready, you know. It's like if you want somebody to swing by your house the quickest, you call 911 or your best friend. So you call 911. Like, they're always going to show up. They're going to get mad. They're going to tell you not to do that ever again. Like, hey, I just wanted somebody to talk to you. I'd made some tea. We could talk about life, sit down for a little bit. And they said, this is the third time you've done this, Ryan. Please do not call us again unless it's an emergency. But hey, enough about me. Michael, a clarifying vision. He will help you in what it is that you want to see, as much as help you push away the things that you don't want. And when we focus too much on what we don't want, we begin to attract them. Our brain does not understand negation. That is something that we place upon our mental power. Our brain is impersonal. It is neutral. When we say something is yucky, our brain's like, it's the thing. It's whatever. Potato, potato. It's our body and our emotions that process that more so than our brain. Our brain wants all the data it can get, good, bad, anything in between. It doesn't care. So we want to focus in on the thing that we want more so than the thing that we don't want. And that's where Michael comes in. And Michael is great at, if you enter into meditation and call upon him, he can help be perhaps the kind of the wise sensei that will let you throw punches the whole time, like letting you feel like you're learning something, but you know it has like total control over the situation. Not like a devil's advocate, but will let you work out your own process, your own demons, your own Christ consciousness, your light, all of those things. And he is great about receiving that and giving it back to you in a way that you can learn from. I don't have a specific example to share on that, but if you explore that in meditation or prayer, or just even sending out that thought as a request, he will definitely answer. It'll come surprisingly quick. Michael is considered one of the most powerful archangels on this realm because he is so needed. So his ability to hear, not that we could say that he is perhaps closer, not more powerful, but closer than some of the other archangels in terms of individual needs and requests. I think that is most of what I have to say today. Let me just scan the old brain pan real quick. Yeah, justice, righteousness, mercy. All around great guy. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it, guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Give Archangel Michael a ring. He has been a profound helper and healer in my life. There are messages in store for you in that connection. and lessons that, if you can imagine your greatest teacher on life, in the spiritual realm, Michael has influenced them in some way. He just always seems to be there right when you need him. So I would give him a ring. This is Ryan with Sound is the Way. I hope you have a wonderful day.